So hi, here I want to review about the Despicable Me. So I guess now as a good as time as any to talk about the first two movies. I was going to do it back when Minions came out a couple years ago, but I never got around to it. So Despicable Me was the first movie Illumination Entertainment, and for their first foray it's pretty good, and it's really hard for me to admit that because I really hate what it started. Younger villain named Victor. Victor is who steals a pyramid. So Gru wants to steal the moon, but in order to do that, he needs to see a shrink ray. But then the shrink ray is stolen by Victor, and he needs to get away into Victor's place to steal it back again. And then I guess he sees this open girls go into Victor's house without any problem selling cookies, so that gives him the idea of adopting that girls, so that way he can use this robot cookies to go steal the shrink ray back. And it's really the girls that are the heart of the movie. I think they are there to give Gru some semblance of family and someone that he cares for at first. He's not very attracted to them at all, but then they start growing on him. Okay, and then the another character in the movie is Dr. Nefario, who is Gru's assistant. Doesn't think having the girls is a good idea since it's interfering with their plans to steal the moon. And he's played by Russell Brand, which I didn't really recognize him to begin with, and I guess that's because Russell Brand is not really playing himself in that role. He's actually voice acting everything live action. That Russell Brandon, he's like being Russell Brand, but in this he's not being that. Okay, all the movie story is simple and heartwarming, but that's enough to make a lot of money for Illumination's first film. To make over $500 million worldwide is really impressive, which again is probably due to Universal's marketing of the film. It was a new property at the time, but apparently it resonated with people now about the Minions. But before I get into the Minions, I wanted to mention that there's actually an Easter egg that I noticed when I was watching with my friend. There's an Easter egg of Margot wearing a shirt that has the Lorax on it, and it was funny because Faber said, who do they think they are, Pixar, like trying to use their next film by putting an Easter egg in there. So that means I guess that's fine for animation studios to do that, but it seems like at that point you are just copying what Pixar did. So about the Minions, there's probably the less amount of Minions out of all the movie that are out so far in this film, but they are not as annoying. I think that's because they speak mostly gibberish rather than this weird bastardized version of Spanish and French. This film actually sounds like they are just saying gibberish in the more recent films, from Minions, and I guess they retconned. Well, the Minions were created in the Minions film for 2015, because in the background of this film you can see plans for the Minions. So you would assume that Gru created the Minions to be his minions, but I guess not according to the Minions film. And in this first movie, they just start off the tradition of having a dance number at the end of the film. I know DreamWorks was sort of the film to do that, but for Illumination, it just seems like so obvious that they are doing it, like the transition into the dance number just is not really that great either. So those are my thoughts on the first Despicable Me movie. It's not terrible, but it's not really great either. It's like it's a really good first attempt, I think, but I really like, I said I hate what it started. So that's really best cartoon movie that I have seen. So that's all.